what is he going to face? All right? And what is the evidence out there? So I can give my opinion all day long, but does it really matter if the evidence is not there? Does it really matter if the evidence is there? Let's just give it to you straight. Remember, he says, "I love you." Let's play. I haven't heard this, but and I know what you guys are gonna say. I know what you people who have one ball in each hand.
You didn't like that I was thinking I can do whatever I want to. That's what it is. I'm the smartest person on this planet.
That's a voice recording controversial influencer Andrew Tate.
No way, man. That's AI. That's AI. There's no way he would even say that.
A woman in 2015. That audio, along with disturbing messages reading, quote, "I loved raping you," are now coming to light
What, bro?
as he faces sex trafficking charges overseas. Vice World News.
Andrew Tate's got f***ing messages that like Mr. Girl wish he could have found of me. Like, I love raping you. Like, what the f, bro? Why would you say that shit? Pro tip, okay? If you love doing it, you don't say that shit out loud.
Published the messages and voice notes allegedly made by Tate. We want to warn you, they may be disturbing to some.
All right, you ready? Now, if you're saying this is AI, that would be a great defense. And here's the thing. You know, I've seen Elon Musk talk about how they have this AI, and maybe it is. But this is going into court. And if it is AI, you're going to have to prove it. Because it'll be almost presumed that it's the real deal. Because you have to have somebody lay foundation. That's how this works. So you can't just get a piece of evidence in just because you say it is what it is. Somebody's going to have to say, this is the recording of Andrew Tate, and it was sent to me. So whoever was the recipient of this, but let's listen.
Am I a bad person? Because the more you didn't like it, the more I enjoyed it.
Remember, that's exactly what I read to you in our last Mr. Tate video.
I loved how much you hated it. Turned me on. Are you seriously so offended I strangled you a little bit?
I'm sorry, it's not funny.
I think I'd be offended if you strangled me a little bit. Now, keep in mind, some people like that. But if you're complaining about it, you probably don't have a safe word, and you need one.
You didn't f***ing pass out. Chill the f*** out. Jesus Christ, I thought you were cool. What's wrong with you?
I thought you were cool, so I could put my hands around your neck so you could watch your eyes pop out and get petechiae all over the place.
And if I had actually
Jesus.
hurt anybody, the Romanian police would have me in jail.
What? Now, is that AI? If I would have actually hurt anybody, Romanian police would have me in jail. Where are you? I think you're in jail. Here's the thing. We've only seen just snippets. You know, and let's talk about the procedure a little bit. There's the evidence gathering stage, which is what we're in right now. And I've seen some comments, you know, where people say, well, you know, they've come back and they've said that they didn't do it. He hasn't had an opportunity to cross-examine anybody yet. Well, no, you wouldn't at this stage. This is the charging stage. It's the very beginning. You don't get your opportunity to cross-examine somebody before you testify or before you get charged. You get charged, then you go through pretrial procedures. Maybe you have some motions. Maybe you make a motion saying that all these recordings are AI and they're really not. And so you file a motion with the court. And then you bring the women in and you say, she says, no, he said this to me. And, you know, and these would have been recorded on WhatsApp and apparently sent to them. So they would have the recordings. And if they come in and lay foundation for him, it is an admission of a party opponent. So it comes in as his own statement if it has sufficient indicia of reliability. That's kind of the standard. So this is just our little kind of follow-up to what we said before about these messages. And so, because, you know, we report as we...
Where is Pisco at? Do all criminal defense lawyers have like the same type of like husky quality to their voice? I'm trying to think back if it was just like, am I just thinking of like TV shows and like Better Call Saul and shit? But my traffic court guy also had like a similar, I'm remembering back in Kansas City, he also had like a similar type of like, do they all, is there like a school where they all go to practice like a certain type of accent or a certain type of like voice tone or whatever to
get information, and if it doesn't make sense, I'll tell you that. You know, do I like Andrew Tate? I think he's a pig, so what? But it doesn't mean that I'm not going to give it to you straight. I'm not going to lie to you about Andrew Tate. I'm going to give it to you the information that we have as we get it. And right now, we're going to have more and more and more and more of this stuff drip, 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 drip. The gift that keeps on giving.
You get what I'm saying? Because this is some BS. I've looked at I've looked at this case thoroughly. I've looked at the evidence that the Romanian authorities have, and they don't.
No, you haven't. You don't have access to all their evidence. Why would you say that, Myron?
Have anything. They really don't.
You've handled these cases back in your past as well. Yeah. So
I used to investigate human trafficking. This is not human trafficking, guys, whatsoever. Doesn't even come close.
You know what else? You know what else is funny is that there are a lot of people who purport themselves.
Oh, this guy, the Dodger, the guy that talks shit to me all the time and meat watches me and won't talk to me like a little fucking coward he is.
To be, I don't want to say legal experts, but just like you said, like we're all friends of Andrew Tate. Of course, we're going to defend him. But on the other side, people are, and guys like Destiny, broadening the definition of human trafficking, right? And it's incredible.
What do you think you like? I bring you to another country. I lie to you about wanting to marry you. I work you as a sex worker. I take some of your money, and you work with 70 other girls in a country where you don't speak like. If that's not sex trafficking, boss, what the f is? What do you think is sex trafficking, bro?
Well, it's like, oh, well, they didn't speak the language of it's human trafficking. No, man. What it really comes down to is everybody that's coming after Andrew Tate and guys like you guys, these are enemies of masculinity. And I think we need
I wonder if this guy knows, like, do you think if I were to ask him, what does Andrew Tate's cum taste like? Do you think he would give me like a super detailed answer? Or do you think he just kind of like, oh, pancake batter? Like he would just kind of like go over it? Do you think he'd get real into it? Like, oh, well, the consistency, it depends. Like, am I sucking him off when he wakes up first thing in the morning like the good little bitch boy I am? Or do I wait at night for him to build up a nice big fucking load for like, well, I wonder what his answer would be. I wonder how detailed it would be as he sits there slurping and guzzling down load after load after load from this guy. These guys are so fucking disgusting, dude.
to start calling them that. Enemies of masculinity. That's what this is. And I agree with you 100%. This is 1000% a political hit job. And it's funny, even those on the other side, they realize that this is what's happening, but they pretend that it's something else. Hashtag Greta Thunberg or whatever the case may be, like she dunked on Andrew. Dude, that and those people.
Very good point. But you know why? Because they don't like him.
That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it.
They're turning a blind eye because they don't like him.
Yeah, if you don't like Andrew Tate, then he is guilty. That's ridiculous. That's stupid.
Yeah. And guys, so I'll hit some of these chats real quick, and then from this point forward, we're going to go 50 and up just so that we make sure that with the show is nice and concise. We can cover, because we got a lot to cover. I got some videos that we're going to play, etc. Real fast, John, did you have anything you want to add before I read these chats?
Sulfuric acid.
No. I mean, I honestly just think that what they're doing to Andrew is just I don't care if it was Andrew. I don't care if it was Ethan Klein. It's unjust.
Oh my God.
There's no
Did
justice.
this Ethan Klein, I'd be defending his fat ass too, honestly.
You know,
I mean, right.
Yeah.
It's
wrongfully accused of rape.
There's no due process, and
there is, dude. He's literally in the court system right now. What do you mean there's no due process? What is happening right now? He's arrested. They're finalizing their evidence. They're gonna take him to court. They're gonna do a trial. I guess it's judges. Maybe you don't like Romania's due process, but it's a little bit hard to complain about the legal system of another country when you moved there specifically for that country's legal system. You understand you kind of lost the right to bitch and moan and cry about that when that was specifically one of the called out reasons why you moved there? This is some of the Tate messages that came in. People are saying that these are deep fake now, though. They don't believe them.
Am I a bad person? Because the more you didn't like it, the more I enjoyed it. I fucking loved how much you hated it. Turned me on. Why am I like that? Why? I am one of the most dangerous men on this planet. Sometimes you forget exactly how lucky you were to get f***ed by me. Would you rather me pin you down and make you do things you didn't like, or would you rather fuck? You didn't like that I was thinking I can do whatever I want to. That's what it is. I'm the smartest person on this fucking planet. Are you seriously so offended I strangled you a little bit? You didn't fucking pass out. Chill the fuck out. Jesus Christ. I thought you were cool. What's wrong?
Vice came and stayed with him for a couple of days, right? And he invited him to his home in Romania, right? Very gracious guys, you guys know. And had Matt Shea there. And they recorded a bunch of stuff, and they ended up shooting this documentary. The thing that's strange to me is Vice is a very big media company. Why are they releasing it now in January when they had all this content? So it's the summertime, but that's a whole other thing, right? So that's the background. That's how they got all this footage. So Andrew gets arrested, and all of a sudden,